Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Jyoti Engineering College. I am Soumya, working as Assistant Professor in Mechatronics Engineering Department. Today, I am going to discuss a topic on key components of solid waste management. In the 20th century, due to industrial revolution and technology development, consumption patterns of the people all over the globe have changed. The use of natural resources and goods has increased manifold. Due to this, huge quantities of different types of solid waste are produced every day, creating an alarming problem of their disposal. It is now recognized that proactive management is required to deal with this problem. That is, it is required to reduce the generation of solid waste, effective collection of solid waste, and utilization of solid waste rather than concentrating on disposal alone. First point, what do you mean by solid waste management and what is the purpose of solid waste management? Solid waste management is a term that is used to refer to the process of collecting and treating solid waste. It also offers solutions for recycling items that do not belong into trash. Then the purpose of the waste management or the purpose of the solid waste management program is to ensure solid waste is managed in such a way that protects both public health and environment. That is, reducing the amount of solid waste generated remains the program's primary goal. Next, what are the key components of solid waste management? It can be divided into 5 key components: generation, storage, collection, transportation, and disposal. I will give you a brief explanation of each component. So first one, generation. Globally, million tons of municipal solid waste are generated every day. Solid waste generation rates estimates the amount of waste created by residences or business over a certain amount of time, that may be a day, year, etc. Waste generation includes all materials discarded, whether or not they are later recycled or disposed in a landfill. Waste generation is at present an activity that is not very controllable. In the future, however, more control is likely to be exercised over the generation of waste. So second one, storage. Solid waste storage means the enduring containment of solid waste in an approved manner after generating and prior to the collection and disposal. It is a key functional element because collection of waste never takes place at the source or at the time of their generation. Storage containers like a garbage can, a dumpster or other container used for the deposit or storage of solid waste before transport to the landfill. All solid waste must be stored in fly-tight, watertight, rodent-proof containers or in other suitable containers with secure lids. The containers must be located not more than 300 feet from any trailer space or campsite. Containers must be provided in sufficient number and capacity to properly store all solid waste between the collections. In residential areas, the waste is collected manually in a metal or plastic containers are typically required for waste storage. Some of the improved storage facilities are small containers, which is used for household containers, plastic bins, etc. Large containers are used for communal bins, oil drums, etc. Shallow pits and communal depots used in the walled or fenced in areas. Waste poses a threat to public health and the environment if it is not stored, collected and disposed properly. Communal bins need to be larger than domestic containers and they should also be more robust. Often they need to be emptied by a specialized vehicle fitted with lifting equipment. For keeping streets and public places clean throughout the day, it is necessary that waste producers cooperate and effectively participate in the waste management efforts of local bodies. People, therefore, may be educated to form a habit of storing waste at source in their personal bin or bins and deposit such waste into the municipal system only at specified times. So next component is waste collection. Waste collection is the collection of solid waste from point of production to the point of treatment or disposal. Waste collection also includes the collection of recyclable materials that technically are not waste as a part of municipal landfill diversion program. After all site storage, the next step is collection. Collection is of two types, that is primary and secondary collection. First one, primary collection. Primary collection is the collection of waste from the point where it is placed by the person or organization that has produced it, but more often it involves the transportation to communal collection bins or transfer stations. So next one, secondary collection. Secondary collections are where the waste from a number of primary collections is taken from the transfer station to the final disposal site. That is, the collected garbage is then transported to an existing dumping site near a lake. For this activity, agro trucks, cargo vehicles are used. And the next component of solid waste management is transportation. This is a stage when solid waste is transported to the final disposal site. The essential step to ensure that no garbage bins or containers overflow and waste is not seen littered on streets. Transportation system has to be so designed that it is efficient yet cost effective. Uncovered transportation of waste during primary and secondary collection has also resulted in littering the route to the disposal site. There are various methods of transport which may be adopted, and the chosen method depends upon local availability and the volume of waste to be transported. Types of transportation can be divided into three categories. That is human powered, animal powered, motorized. Examples of human powered transportation are open hand cart with bins, wheelbarrow, tricycle, and that of animal powered transportation is donkey drawn cart. And examples of motorized transportation are tractor and trailer, standard truck, tipper truck, etc. And the last key component of solid waste management is disposal. Safe disposal of the waste is the final stage of solid waste management. There are four main methods for the disposal of solid waste. That is, first one, land disposal is at burial or landfilling. And the second one, composting the waste by using any composting method. And the third one, burning or incineration of the waste. And the last one, recycling or resource recovery from the waste. The most common of these is undoubtedly land application, although all four are commonly applied in emergency situations. Next, I am moved to the conclusion part of today's session. Solid waste is one of the important challenges to the environment. The inadequate waste management causes alteration to the ecosystems, including air, water, and soil pollution. Thus, it represents a real threatening to human health. Some studies give evidence that local population nearby MSW facilities have low weight at birth, congenital anomalies, and few types of cancers. Solid waste generation is a continually growing problem at global, regional, and local levels. Solid waste are those organic and inorganic waste materials produced by various activities of the society which have lost their value to the first user. Improper disposal of solid waste pollutes all the vital components of the living environment, that is air, land, and water at local and global levels. Urban society rejects and generates solid material regularly due to rapid increase in production and consumption. The problem is more acute in developing nations than in developed nations, as their economic growth as well as urbanization is more rapid. This necessitates management of solid waste at generation, storage, collection, transfer, and transport, processing, and disposal stages in an environmentally sound manner in accordance with the best principles of public health, economics, engineering, conservation, aesthetics, and environmental considerations. Thank you all. Thanks for your patience. We'll see you with a different topic.